Class 4. How are you guys doing? How was your weekend? So today is Monday, the 14th of September, and we'll be doing English, that literature reader today on my English folder. Okay, the literature reader, my English folder. Okay, so we'll be doing that, and it's on the unit 5. It's about the donkey steers. Before this we have done that circus elephant, and now it's donkey steers. Like I just want to tell you something is like that we have different kinds of myths and superstitions. Superstition is that we believe something which is either not true, or we listen to people, or it's been there in the culture, or it's some beliefs that we believe that it might happen. When a cat crosses your road, you stop, it says it's very unlucky. When milk boils over and falls out while heating, it is also said bad luck. When a crow croaks in the morning, or in front of your house, it's bad. And if you see one sparrow, it is said bad, or it's a bad omen. There are so many superstitions, and this is about the donkey. So like this in a black cat. Sometimes people see black cats, they say that it's very bad luck, but some countries again it's a very good luck. And a lot of things. People, like, they give food to the animals in the morning, they give sugar to the ants. What not is going on in this world. So everyone has got their own type of beliefs and superstitions, which are myths or may not be, which we cannot argue about it. So it's like that. So we are going to start this donkey steers, which is going to take place first. So I'm going to first read it to you, and after that I'll explain it to you part by part, and then we can take it forward. Okay. So let's begin with donkey steers. It is, I guess, it is written by Karna Sakya and Linda Griffith. Retold, it is retold again by them. That this story is retold by them. They have said it again. So this must have been written by someone else. We'll come back to the details later. So I'll start reading, and you have to just go through and listen carefully. And see, when you follow my videos, you have to listen very carefully. So the best idea is, put in your earplugs, and put them and keep it on a normal volume. Don't keep it too high, where it can affect your ears. And listen to it. If you don't understand, pause it and go back again. So that's how you follow the classes. It's not that you just sit and see it goes away 10 minutes, 11 minutes. So these 11 minutes which I'm putting in for you is quite useful for you when I'm doing this for class 10 even. So this class 4 I have never done, because I may be too fast, or you may be not understanding me the way I speak, and my if I'm audible or not, I don't understand, because you are very small for me. Class 5, okay, they try to understand, but they take time to get to know me more, and to get to know how I speak and how I share my information with them. So anyways, so you'll be there with me for some time, so I guess you'll be trained. So don't worry about that. I'll make sure that you guys get trained properly. The donkey steers. There are different beliefs in different countries. In some countries, it is good luck to see a black cat. In other countries, it's a bad luck. Do you know any superstitions about animals? Are some animals supposed to bring good luck and some bad luck? Share your ideas with the class. Now, what has an animal got to do with it? Suppose I am going to office. I am giving my example. I am going to office and I have forgotten my tiffin. My mother has forgotten. It's not my mother's fault, it's my fault. I forgot to take the tiffin. I rushed out from my house. Now, a cat crossed my path and I walked across. I did not stop. Went to my office. When I sit in my office during lunchtime, I see my lunch box is not there. And I bang my head and I say, oh my God, this happened because that cat. we try to blame. We have got excuses. Human beings are a box of excuses. We always try to blame our faults on someone else. Then he calls up, I call up my mother and I tell her, why did you forget to give my tiffin box inside the bag? Then she will say, I had kept it on the table as every day I keep it. But you forgot to take it, that's your fault. No, you should tell me. Now see, we are trying to save our faults by blaming others. Because we become irresponsible at times. So that is why when we become irresponsible at times, we have to have a disciplined life. So if we are in a disciplined motion or in a disciplined routine, we will make mistakes. Yes, we will commit mistakes. We are human beings. But it will be lesser than what we have done before. Suppose a cat has crossed my path and I wait for someone else to cross. Why should I put that person in trouble? What has the animal got to do with my life? It has got its own life, right? It's crossing the road, it has to cross. Where will it go? It cannot have a cat crossing, or a dog crossing, or a donkey crossing, or a horse crossing, or an elephant crossing. They are pets, they are animals. Everyone has got the right to go around. So anyways, in Nepal, people say that when a donkey cries, it will rain. If a donkey cries, it is going to rain. In the middle of the forest, there was a beautiful pond. It was the favorite water hole for many birds and animals. Frogs and toads lived there. Flocks of geese and ducks came there to swim. Buffaloes and rhinos used to wallow in the water, and leopards, foxes, and even tigers and lions came to their drink. Now, what happens in a jungle? There is no tap, there is no aquaguard, there is no filter water, there is no motor water or something. So there are ponds, rain water gets accumulated, or there is a small lake or a small pond where water comes in, stores. So everyone has got supply of water there. So they are going to drink from the pond. So everyone needs water. Everyone is going to come there. So who are the jungle people? The jungle people are the jungle animals. So that is their water space. If you go and drink water there, you will become their breakfast, lunch or dinner. Okay. Everybody comes and drinks there. The ducks and the geese, the flock of geese, they go and swim in the water, they wallow, and the rhinos and buffaloes, how buffaloes sit in the water and they keep turning this side and that side and lying in the water. The rhinoceros and the buffaloes wallow in the water. Leopards and foxes and even tigers and lions came there to drink. All the animals used to come one by a time to come. And all the animals have timings, It's not they'll all drink together. Sometimes it may happen they are drinking together. They are watching, oh my God, you're drinking water, I'm going to catch you today. So it's dangerous. They have their timings of drinking water also. Very disciplined life in the jungle also. One summer, no rains came. There was no rains. The plants all turned brown in the intense heat. The streams and rivers slowly began to dry up, but the animals living in the forest were unaware of the drought. Very slowly, the water level in the pond became lower and lower because of evaporation and because of the many animals, birds and insects that drank there. Now what happened is, suddenly there was no rains one season in that jungle. And the animals never knew that the pond is going to dry up. So evaporation happens, because there's no water coming in from beneath. It's not a deep pond. And birds and insects are also using that water, and evaporation is happening. So slowly the water level is also going less. And the animals were not aware of that. What's going to happen? That the drought has come and there's going to be no water. They didn't know anything about it. One morning, a flock of geese came there to swim. To their surprise, however, instead of landing on water, they landed on a swamp. They could not believe that the pond where previously there had been plenty of water had dried up. They searched for any trickle which might be draining in the pond. To their utter dismay, they saw a donkey plunging his muzzle into the water at the other bank. What happened was, the water had gone down and a flock of geese had come to swans. Swans are the geese which come, you have seen those white color ducks, they are swans. They had come to swim, and as they went inside the pond to swim, they saw that the pond to the swamp. Swamp is when there is very less water and it's very muddy and marshy, soft. You cannot swim in it, but it's that little bit of water, that ankle type water. Even a duck cannot swim. So they saw that what's happening? What happened to this water? How will we swim? So they were trying to locate any connection from where the water comes, to see if there's any connection that is going to come in. That from where the water comes into the pond, there must be a path. But as they were trying to see that, to their utter dismay, they were suddenly shocked, oh my God, what is this? They saw a donkey plunging his muzzle into the water at the other bank. They saw a donkey putting his mouth, that nose part is called the muzzle. Like in a dog and a horse, you see the long nose and the mouth, it's like that. So the donkey has the same thing, a muzzle. Don't they put their face into the water and drink? They saw that to the utter dismay on the other bank, on the other side, there is water, this fellow is drinking water, and this side we don't have any water. They were very angry and cackled loudly amongst themselves. Look at that glutton of a donkey. He's emptied the whole pond. They got angry. Quack, 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 quack. Within themselves, they are having their meeting, cackled. And look at that fellow, because he's put his mouth in, he's drunk up all the water. This is very bad. He's having water that side, he's drank up all our water this side. And he's emptied the whole pond. They got very angry upon this donkey. Hearing the commotion, so early in the morning, the frogs and toads peered out of the mud and asked, why are you shouting? Frogs and toads stay inside that watery mud. Early in the morning, shouting is going on, commotion, some problem is going on. They were resting in their mud. The toads, the small frogs, and the frogs came out and said, why the hell are you shouting? Why are you disturbing us? What's happened to your life? One goose complained, look at that donkey. He drank all the water from the pond. The frogs looked around and agreed unanimously, means all together. Yes, indeed. Yesterday there was enough water for us to swim in this pond. Now it is already silted up. Silted up, it means the water has gone and that mud has come up. What is this? They also agreed with the swans that this guy who's there, this donkey, has drunk up the water. They also agreed. Yesterday there was water for us to swim. Today there's all silted up, the mud has come up, that's all wet, marshy, very bad. Meanwhile, some buffaloes came to wallow, and all the animals said, brother buffaloes, there is no water in the pond because this donkey has drank it all. Now this poor donkey is being blamed because at that time he was there drinking the water. What a problem. Everyone is blaming him. While they were arguing, many other animals, including a lion, the king of the forest, came to the pool to drink. All the angry animals complained to the lion saying, Your Majesty, this stupid donkey emptied the whole pond. Now, how can we survive without water? How can a donkey, imagine, people start blaming others also. We human beings also blame everybody. So, this is what is happening. I'll come back in the next video.